can't really.
Word to get in, not in this one, the next one.
So, Mr. Gray, you said the film became something of an obsession for you. In what way?
You know, I'm very bad at many things, as is probably very clear to you. But I'm very bad at people saying you cannot do it. No, can't be done. I have a real contrarian bone in me. So when I couldn't get the film right off the ground right after I wrote it, which was in 2009, that only made me want to make it more. And in fact, I went off to do another movie after I wrote this script, and I couldn't shake it because he's a very compelling character and it's a very compelling world. So it starts to grow in your mind, and if you can't forget it, then that's what I call an obsession.
Ms. Miller, Nina, your role wasn't a typical 20th century housewife. How would you describe her, and what did you fascinate the most?
I think she's incredibly modern and incredibly strong and feminist. She's stoic and brave. She sacrifices everything for the people that she loves. She's completely heroic in my mind. As much as he was celebrated for his heroic acts, I feel like James and I really wanted to celebrate her for her resilience and courage. They were both pretty amazing people.
What are the challenges to portraying a real life figure?
You know, it's something I'm always, for some reason, I've done more of than fiction. I don't know what it is, but I think I love history and I love researching something, and the challenge is obviously to do the person justice. We're relatively fortunate, although, you know, there weren't living relatives breathing down our neck, or, you know, in the case of some of the parts I played, the people still alive, which is very daunting, knowing that they will watch you pretending to be them. But there's a sense of duty, and especially with somebody as lovely as this, I wanted to do her justice.
Mr. Gray, Nina is a very complex and fascinating character. What does Sienna bring to the role?
Yes.
Well, that's a very interesting question. You know, as a director, what I think is most important to do is to not try to enforce an idea of character on a particular actor. It's to allow the actor not just the freedom and the room to be, but also to reveal what is most vulnerable about themselves. That, I think, is where the best work lives. So when we did the film, Sienna, for me, feels both not only a powerful figure, she has a certain power. Part of her is a killer. But part of you is very vulnerable and wounded. And so both of those things are what you hope comes out and what makes for a compelling person. Sienna is a compelling person because there are both of those sides to her. And it's my job as a director not to create that, but to let it show, to get out of the way. So I hope we did that. I think that you certainly were willing to be, and that's something I'm grateful for. You're welcome.
When he says he's a killer, he doesn't mean I'm actually a murderer.
That's true. I didn't actually mean you were a
things
murderer.
on the internet can spiral out of control.
A killer meaning tough, you know, strength, ready to go out there, and yeah, exactly, get into a scrum.
Grafter.
Exactly.
Yeah. Scrapper.
You really think people will take that literally?
Sienna Miller is a killer.
Oh my God, you're right. You never know.
Miller the killer. Anyway, I liked it. Thank you.
I saw it.
There's a major exploration afoot.
It's a question for you both. What is the most timeless theme that runs through the city of
This is a sacrifice for all of us, but it will be worth it.
Let me take that or you?
You go. It's your film.
Well, first of all, when you make a film, you want the audience to know more about the film than you do. You know, you're almost like the vessel through which the thing flows. But for me, it's about the process and about the search, not about a certain goal. That if you fixate on a goal, you lose the plot. And for me, that's a very, so that's a lesson, by the way, that I have to keep learning. I'm not great at it. You know, how can I make this film, and in the end, what's it going to be, We're a very results-oriented world, but I don't think that's really the way it works in the end. I think in the end, it's about the process. I think the theme is about the search being more important than the destination. That's me. That's what I think so. That's what I would take from it. I mean, there's a lot.
Metaphor for life too.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that you want a film to be complex, right? You want it to be about many things, and this man's life was so strange. You know, to go to the jungle in real life, he went 8 times. In the movie, we say it's 3. But he went to the jungle multiple times, and then finally took his son in some kind of obvious attempt to reconcile. Also decided to fight in the Battle of the Somme in World War I, which is maybe the worst battle in the history of warfare. And that's a pretty complicated and complex life. So hopefully a lot comes out, not just that. But that's what it speaks to me. That's what speaks to me.
And now we have to do it for the